you got to realize that whatever you're doing, you're competing with somebody. What is it that gives you an advantage over your competition? Whatever you're good at, try to be great at it. And if you're great at it, good things will happen.
Maverick Podcast.
I'm far from average. That's why I had to come sit down and chop it up with DJ Maverick. They know my name from coast to coast and even in Dallas. I use my talent when I'm faced with a challenge. Gratitude strength is my magnet. Close your eyes and imagine. If you can see it in your mind, then you can have it.
Maverick Podcast.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us. This is the Maverick Podcast. I'm your host, DJ Maverick. Today we have another rock star in the building. We have Jesse De La Rosa, a.k.a. DJ Chamoy. Welcome to the pod.
Great pleasure to be here.
I've been looking forward to it. For the 1% of the people out there that don't know who you are, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Man, obviously, I go by the alias of DJ Chamoy. I'm Oklahoma City's hottest Latino DJ. So it's a great pleasure to be here, Maverick.
Dude, they really had you DJing for blue Gatorades. Tell me that ain't so.
Yes. So back when I first started DJing, my fraternity, we would throw college parties all the time.
Yeah.
And it was like a half desk. So it was one of those RCA like DJ controllers. I think it was like a SBJ X3 or something like that.
Okay.
Obviously, we're a multicultural fraternity, so we don't have that many funds. So my fraternity didn't want to pay me. So I was like, you know what, man, just like give me a blue Gatorade from OnQ.
At least it was the blue.
Dude, only blue. And it has to be cold. It has to be cold. So my boy Jose, shout out my boy Jose, he would always take care of me with the blue Gatorade and maybe like some snacks, and it would be tucked in the corner. I'm talking about like, we would have like over 100 people in this small living room just dancing to like reggaeton. We're like strolling. We're just all this type of stuff.
Yeah.
And the first couple of parties, I didn't accept payment, and it may, honestly, to this day, if they're like, you know what, let me throw you another blue Gatorade, or blue Gatorade, I probably wouldn't take the money. I'll probably take the blue Gatorade.
Yeah. We were talking about that, about just like the DJ market and how some people do undercut, unfortunately, right? So
yeah,
sometimes I'm always like, do DJs need a union? Like, do we need to say, hey, because sometimes people work crazy hours for like no money.
When we were talking about it on the side, like, yes, there are some DJs that will undercut for like a crazy amount.
Mm-hmm.
But the more I really thought about it, like, we were there at one point. Now, there are circumstances and there are limits to where like how far are you willing to go to undercut a DJ? But we were there. We're wanting exposure. To this day, sometimes I don't even care about the money. I just want the exposure from the chances that I get to create more opportunities. Now, like, I'm never going to undercut, like, a really good DJ, and I'm never going to undercut one of my best friend DJs or a really good friend DJ. That's how I'll say that. But there are people that will do that.
Yeah. So you were always into music growing up? Like, how did we become a DJ all of a sudden?
So, as a kid, my tia would send packages from Mexico, and they would be, like, burn CDs.
Okay.
From, like, Banda Recodo, Cumbia, Selena, like todas esas cosas, like all those things.
Yeah.
And there's a song by some guy, I think it's called El Coyote, and my mom would play that on the little our CD speaker, and I would sing to it. And to this day, like I always blast that song. It reminds me of my childhood. There used to be a CD or a cassette player in our old Toyota. I think it was a Toyota Corolla. When my parents used to live in LA,
yeah,
it was Perro Esponja, and that's the only song that I would listen to on any trip we would go around California. And like I would kick the back of my parents' seats just so I could hear that song. So that song would be on replay.
Just like a
replay. It would drive my mom and dad insane. It would be like Perro Esponja, mira como and all that stuff. And like it had like a dog in the background barking.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just brought joy to me, man.
Nice. So it sounds like you always had a love for music. And then I guess throughout school, did you ever like experiment with like being in a band or singing or anything like that?
Yeah. So in the 5th grade in California, we had the option. No, sorry, 4th grade. We had the option to learn an instrument.
Okay.
So then my mom always wanted me to be in a mariachi band, either from like a singer or like the person who plays guitar.
Mm-hmm.
So then I brought the idea up to my mom of me being in a band, So I enrolled in band, and the first instrument that I learned how to play was trumpet.
Okay.
So I learned trumpet from the 4th grade, 5th grade, and then the 6th grade, we moved from Rialto, California to Enid. And for some reason, I don't know why I got convinced, but my band teacher was like, well, if you know how to play the trumpet, then maybe you should learn how to play the French horn.
I mean, I can see a connection there, kind of.
Yeah. So that's a little fun fact. I play the French horn. I'm not embarrassed by it, but I was in 6th grade.
Nice.
100% I was.
So what made you move to Oklahoma? Like, what happened there?
So I was born and raised in Maywood, 15 minutes north of Compton, LA. And I lived there till I was about 7. And then we moved down to Rialto, San Bernardino, shout out to IE. Around 2008, 2009, there was the economic recession when the housing market crashed. So my dad invested a lot of money into rental properties and apartment complexes.
Okay.
Well, you know, anyone with the 500 credit score could buy a house,
Right.
but he couldn't make the payment,
Right.
you know? So unfortunately, we were affected by it. So my dad had to sell a bunch of his rental properties and apartment complexes. And then my dad's like, I'm done with the California economic. So
Man.
we moved to Enid because we had some family out there. And I mean, I'm like, what? I don't know, 8, 9. And I mean, I always had to like translate these deals with my dad because my dad had like a 5th grade education.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so I'm over here like bilingual, translating stuff from between my dad and the people.
So you would go to like contract signings, closing, stuff like that?
And it was, dude, I'm like 8, 9, 7. Like I'm over here translating.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's just one of
That's
the
what we do.
That is something we do.
Yeah.
You know, so.
And then Enid, Oklahoma, what was that like? I imagine a culture shock.
Dude, yes, huge. And like one of the stories that I like telling at my job is I'd never seen a cow up front till I came to Enid. Yeah, and that's true, man. Like I've never really seen animals like that up in front unless like we went on a field trip to like in elementary school. We would go to like the Orange County Fair, so like we would see animals there. But like that's people bringing them,
right.
But I've never seen them out in the wild,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So I would see cows in Enid. I would see horses in Enid. And when my teacher introduced me to the class, she got me soda for lunch because I was a new kid.
Yeah.
But she didn't say, "Do you want a soda?" She was like, "Do you want pop?"
Okay. And you're like, what's pop?
I was like, "What's pop?" She's like, "You know, like Coca-Cola, Sprite, Dr. Pepper."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, Coke."
Mm-hmm.
And like my whole entire like family at the household, like you could describe any soda, it's always Coke.
It's Coke, yeah.
It's Coke. You want Sprite? No, it's Coke. So
Yeah. Well, at least you were kind of young where like, I don't know, you tell me if the transition wasn't as bad because maybe you got to make new friends and kind of grow up with them.
Dude, I was ignorant. I didn't know what Oklahoma was.
Yeah.
You know, we hopped on the plane. It was me, my mom, and my baby brother has just been born. I didn't know what Oklahoma was.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was like another county, another city.
Okay.
And, you know, we get on that plane and it's for real. You know, we fly over the mountains and we land in Oklahoma. It was hard to make friends at first because people say like I had like an accent, or I always get told like, "You're not from here."
Yeah.
Where are you from? And I'm like, "Oh, I'm from California." Like, "Oh, I could tell. That's why." But when I really made friends, it was in 6th grade. The very first friend that I made was he's still my best friend to this day.
Okay.
Shout out my boy Abasai.
Shout out.
He welcomed me to our table with just a bunch of other Hispanic kids.
Yeah.
And like there wasn't a lot of Hispanics in Enid when I was growing up there.
Mm.
But obviously, like as time evolves and more people come, there was definitely like a huge migration of Hispanics coming from California, Texas, Kansas, all that stuff.
Yeah. So when I was growing up, music was kind of how I made friends. So I was always the kid that would, "Hey, have you listened to this new Michael Jackson?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, have you listened to this new band?" Like that was me. What did you use to make friends? Like what was like your go-to?
I guess I was just myself, man. Like to be honest with you, I was just myself. I mean, I would try to find common ground, but there wasn't really much common ground other than like comedy or like movies.
Okay.
You know, you like how did you find about music?
Back in the day, it was like just radio. So I remember like listening to the radio, hoping that my favorite song would come on so I could put it on cassette. You're probably too young for cassettes, but that's how like I would record them, you know?
Believe it or not, but my first phone was a BlackBerry, and I would, like how you say your favorite song would come on the radio, I would actually record that song and make it my voicemail.
Yeah.
But the way I found about music, especially English music, wasn't the radio. It was movies.
Really?
Yeah. Okay. So like all those like old like 80s movie, like 80s songs.
Yeah.
Or like 70s songs. I found out about through movies.
Okay.
Like was it The Breakfast Club? All the whole soundtrack was because of that movie.
And those are like classic soundtracks, dude.
Was it The Goonies, Breakfast Club, Pretty in Pink, 16 Candles, all like all that type of music I fell in love with at a very, very young age when I was watching those movies on TV.
Yeah. What's funny is all that is coming back right now with like Stranger Things, all that. Like 80s music right now is big. I don't know what it is like in the club for you, but all the kids are like big 80s right now.
If it's not remixed or like a mashup, they probably won't hear it. But I will say there is a mashup, a remix I got on Club Killers. It was ooh baby, would you do it that way? Yeah. Well, Heaven on Earth,
yeah.
And then it transitioned and mixes into Baby by Justin Bieber.
Okay.
I play that at Yo Pablo all the time, and they go crazy for it. And actually, I played that at Las Locas as like a grenade. I just threw it in. I was like,
that's the best way to do it.
Yeah, you're taking the risk.
Yeah.
I took the risk and it hit. It hit. So
yeah, that's kind of how I do with like big songs. Like if it's a big drop that everybody's going to recognize, drop it on the one. Like, let's see, like G Thing or something, right? Like Snoop Dogg. You drop that on the one, the whole place like knows that song, right?
Exactly.
1, 2, 3, to the 4. Like everybody knows, right?
Yeah, man.
You're making friends. How did you leave the horns, the trumpets? Did you pick up DJing, or did the DJing come later?
Yeah.
What happened?
So when I was in California, I grew up with a friend. He was like 2 years older than me. His name was Andy. He introduced me to the EDM scene.
Okay.
So in California, in San Bernardino, shuffling became really big. It was called the Steez scene. So if you, and like, it was like the swag era. People were like in shuffling crews and all that stuff. So everyone would go to like their homie's backyard, shoot a shuffling montage. You'd be like shuffling battles, all that stuff. Well, he introduced me to EDC, Beyond Wonderland, all that stuff, and I fell in love with the whole EDM culture, like DJs, and I've always wanted to be a DJ ever since I lived in California.
Yeah.
But fast forward to when I went to college, my advisor, Ray, he was at the fraternity, our old fraternity house with my fraternity brother Jose, and they were cleaning out a closet which our fraternity brother used to live in, and his name is Jahui. They found that SBXJ whatever controller was a Pioneer, Serato.
Pioneer, yeah.
It was like only 2-channel, like rinky dinky plastic thing. It was like $300. You could buy like Radio Shack back in the day. And he found it, and he was gonna learn how to use it for the Mr. and Mrs. Latino pageant. Well, I come in to stop by because I always stop by his fraternity house. You know, he was gonna say what's up, chop it up with the guys.
Yeah.
And I saw it, and it was like, it like started calling out to me.
So as a kid, you had never messed with like tables, controllers, nothing. Okay.
The closest instrument, like I said, I started learning guitar in 8th grade. Okay. And then obviously I played the trumpet, and then I played the French horn, and that's it. In high school, I picked up sports. So like from freshman year to senior year, I just played soccer. So then here comes, this DJ board my sophomore year at college, and I was like, what I got to do to get it? And like, he always likes to mess with me. He always likes to give me a hard time. He's like, you're not getting it. He's like, you're not getting it. And like, I bugged him. And then by the time he was leaving, he was like, here, you can have it. But you got to promise me that you're not just going to, learn it, touch it for like a couple of days, and then, get bored of it.
Just leave it.
Yeah. And then I went home that night. I didn't even sleep in my room, dude. I slept in the living room futon.
Yeah. And
I downloaded Serato Lite, and I just I learned everything there. I was getting YouTube ripoffs, SoundCloud ripoffs, everything, just to start learning how to DJ.
Did you just go like YouTube University?
No.
How do I do this?
Well, I tried. No, I'm not gonna lie. I tried to watch YouTube videos to learn how to DJ. But it wasn't until a DJ from Dallas came here, I met him. His name's Chino, DJ Chino.
Yeah.
He came here, showed me like awesome hospitality,
Awesome.
and he was like, "Hey man, like my boy Joseph tells me that you're learning to start DJing." So he's like, "Come to Dallas, come and see what the environment is over here. Learn how to DJ by watching me."
Okay.
So I happened to go to Dallas, and I stopped by at one of the places that he's DJing in Dallas called Barcadia, and he's like, "Hop on." Dude, I'm nervous. Like, this is the first time I'm DJing at like a bar / like lounge or whatever.
Yeah.
And he's like, "I'm gonna go to the restroom real quick." And I was like, no, like, no, like, no, like, no. I'm like, dude, I'm shaking.
There's like people on the dance.
Dude, yeah.
Like,
because like you're a DJ.
Yeah.
How in tune are people with the music if they notice something's wrong with it?
Oh, immediately.
You'll see this.
Oh yeah, and you make one little mistake. Boo.
Yeah, no, and I wasn't used to that.
Yeah.
I wasn't used to constructive criticism like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, you know what, whatever. Like, I'll hop on, boom. And he gave me constructive criticism, and he actually was like, you have to do it within beats. You know, there's 4 beats per bar.
Yeah.
And you know, you gotta time it.
Yeah.
So with that little piece of information that he gave me, to this day, every single song that plays, I count the BPMs in my head.
That's amazing because, you know, we were talking also about the DJ culture, right? So shout out to him that he was welcoming, because DJ culture can be a little toxic.
Dude, yeah. and like coming to the scene here in Oklahoma City, like I'm a little college town DJ in Stillwater, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
And Joseph, which is one of my best friends right now to this day, he was the first one to give me opportunity at Kong's. And for those people that know who Kong's Tavern, you know, Sunday Funday was the place. He gave me the first opportunity to DJ there. From there, it just took off. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now.
And it was just you, the little DJ SB against the world.
Against the world, yeah.
You were just taking that everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere until I got clowned on. They're like, man, get this little what is those
Fisher Price?
Yes. They're like, get this little Fisher Price board out of here, man. You gotta invest in a real board. so then I finally invested into a Rev 7.
Yeah.
And then yeah, man, it's when you want to talk about DJ culture,
for sure.
His man, like,
I don't know if you listen to like any of the DJ podcasts. There's a one called Reflections of a DJ Road podcast. They just had Laid Back Luke.
Yes, I know Laid Back Luke. Yeah.
And that dude is getting a lot of flack right now because he's DJing off his iPhone. Mm-hmm. So he plugs in his iPhone to a controller.
Little mixer this big.
Yeah. And he's doing like big festivals, right? Like he's been there, done that. He's done techniques, he's done turntables, but he's like, right now technology is so good that you can honestly take an iPhone, iPad, and you can rock it. Especially like if you think about it, these things have more processing power than a CDJ, right? So with DJ software, with AI, everything that's going on, this thing can keep up probably better than a CDJ.
Man,
right?
it's insane.
And all the comments were just like flaming, like,
criticizing.
You're not a real DJ. Why are you showing up? And it's like, dude, does it really matter? I guarantee you the crowd doesn't care whether you're on an iPhone, on Serato, virtual DJ. Like they care, is the music good? Is the mixing good? They care about the vibes. I don't know. What do you think about that?
To be honest with you, like at the end of the day, equipment doesn't really matter, man.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't matter. Now, if you would have asked me that like 2 years ago, a year ago, I would have been like, yeah, equipment matters.
2 other DJs. Like you said, they're like, hey, get this Fisher Price controller out of here.
Yeah.
But you were rocking the party.
Yeah. And that's all it really is, man. Just vibes. Like there's really only a couple of things that you really need to do, man, is you need to read the room, you know, and we're DJs, man. We do get stuck in a genre quite often, but learning how to get away from that genre and just being friendly to everyone, being nice. I mean, that's really what's going to get you out there.
Yeah.
You know, and like going back to it being a cutthroat industry within the DJ community, I would say like here in the city, coming up, I did have a lot of DJs that knew who I was, but didn't know who I was. They would act like I wasn't there.
I see.
And that's one of the things that really did like I would get frustrated with, because like we know that saying that's like, oh, a tiger got to earn the stripes.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I do understand that, and you do got to put in time, you do got to put in effort, but at the same time, if there was once a kid there was a DJ that you looked up to.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what if I looked up to that guy? You know what I mean? And it wasn't until my boy Joseph started booking all these Dallas DJs here, and we would have like DJ Mad, DJ Danny West, DJ Mark Cutts, Savez, Vino, Orod, Misael, like J-Bray, all these Dallas DJs that are like this.
Yeah.
They're like this. They help each other out.
So what do you think is different? Because I definitely noticed that, and also in Cali, like Cali, you've got like DJ Cruz, like Execution,
DJ Peso, DJ OD. Like what I think it is just like the old headness. You know, like you have those soccer team rivals, or you have the sports rivalry, where they're like, oh, you know, on the court it's F you, blah blah blah, but off the court, what's up, bro? Let's go grab a beer.
Right.
You know what I mean? I do feel like it's that just the old head competitiveness.
Mm-hmm.
You know, at the end of the day, if you're not trying to better yourself behind that board and have a passion for it, then what's the whole point of talking all this mess and not helping another person out, not extending that olive branch out?
Right. Because imagine that friend of yours that kind of like, you know, taught you the ropes, let you, you know, experiment DJing for the first time. If he would have did you wrong, you made her quit DJing. Maybe you would have been like, hey, you know, this isn't for me. Everybody's being rude. Maybe I don't want to be a DJ anymore.
You know what? Funny thing you say that. I did have a bad experience with that. I had a bad experience with it. I got over it, and I'm like, I'll be lying to you if I told you that it didn't make me question if I wanted a DJ or not.
Yeah.
Still, what
happened?
You know, I'm not gonna get into it.
Right.
We like the cheese right here. Don't get me wrong, like the cheese.
We'll leave it for another episode.
There's another episode. But yeah, I definitely did get over it, and I'm happy I did.
Yeah.
I'm happy I did get to experience that early on, because it definitely wouldn't have changed my mindset if it happened now. I don't know what I would do now.
Okay, so what's up with Chamoy?
Chamoy, man, I don't know. I mean, can we get explicit on here or no?
I mean, I try to keep it clean,
Clean?
just because of sponsors and stuff like that.
Okay, so we'll leave it as.
So there's like a deep meaning behind the Chamoy.
There is a deep meaning. There is a deep meaning.
Okay.
I'll leave it to this. If you know what you can do with whipped cream, you know what you can do with Chamoy.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I was not expecting that.
Yeah, you know what? A lot of people weren't.
Yeah.
But it was a one-time thing, and
Yeah.
I told one of my fraternity brothers in the jacuzzi that story, and he was like, "DJ Chamoy!"
Man.
Boom.
And they just stuck.
It just took off.
What were you using prior to that? Did you have a name prior to that?
Nah, man. Nah, I was just Jesse.
Okay.
Yeah.
We were talking about branding. Branding is huge, right? I don't know if it's like a barrier if you're Chamoy and if you're trying to hit like the mass market. Do you ever get people questioning that? Like, hey, what is Chamoy? Maybe they don't even know, right?
Yeah. So, my DJ buddy, his name's Orod. He was like, "Hey, man, like, have you ever thought about like revamping your logo and your name?" And I was like, you know what? Like, I have, but I don't know what I would change it to.
Yeah.
Because obviously you want something that sticks out, but then you also want something that is impactful and it's here to stay.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I have dabbled around it, and he's been wanting to like rework my logo, because I mean, like, you want to read it. You know, you want to read it. You want to know what it says, even from a distance.
Yeah.
So sometimes, like, when you read my logo, you really don't know what it says until like you're reading it up close.
Let's say you want to do corporate events, you want to do weddings, you want, like, if you're doing some more serious stuff, I don't know if you're going to get pushback with Chamoy or not. Maybe not, but
No, I mean,
something to think about. You know?
I haven't really got any pushback from it, other than just like, I can't read your logo that well.
Okay.
Other than that, but I try to. I would like to do private events, but I haven't got the opportunity to do it. And then when it comes to weddings, I don't like doing weddings because it's a magical moment. I don't want to ruin it and all that stuff. So I kind of just tend to stay to bars, clubs, lounges, that like rooftops, that type of area.
Okay, cool. And you're also in college, right?
Yes.
So tell me a little bit about that, because I was impressed. Like, you know, you're keeping up with college, you're DJing, doing all this. So.
Oh, keeping. I don't know about keeping up, man. I don't know about keeping up. So technically speaking, I was supposed to graduate like 2 years ago, man. But when DJing came into my life, like I said in the beginning, I like to create opportunities from the chances that I get.
Yeah.
Because that's the whole point, you know. Obviously, due to some of my poor decision making, I had to drop some classes, and that's the reason why I'm still in college to this day. But I have no regrets, no regrets. But yes, I'm in college. I'm double majoring with marketing with data analytics, a minor in MSIS, and a certificate in business real estate property management.
Man, okay. So what do you think you're going to do? I always struggle with that. Like, people always say, like, hey, don't be a jack of all trades because you're not going to master any. But man, I like doing different things. I like DJing. I like podcasting. I like tech. Like, I don't know, to put me into one like
Confined
lane.
Yeah,
I don't know if I can do that.
no, I can't either, man. I mean, they say being content is not weakness, but that's like when you gave up. I don't like that.
Yeah.
I want to do several things. I do want to be a jack of all trades. I always get the question, well, what do you want to do with all that? And I always look around, I'm like, I just want to make six figures and forget about the world. Like Riff Raff, when we had those reels, he was like, he's just like, 6 figures and forget about the world. That's just one of the things I say. But realistically, I don't know, man. I really don't know.
The thing too about DJing or just being a musician in general, once you get that bug where you feel the crowd, that energy, they're vibing back, and it's almost like a drug. It's hard to, that adrenaline rush that you get, it's hard to give up. So I don't know if I'll probably be DJing retirement homes. I don't know. Like, it's hard to give up, you know?
Hey, there's always a market for something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that crowd engagement, especially like when they chant your name or they ask for another song, or you're in the crowd or you're somewhere like shopping, and then someone comes up to you like, oh, aren't you DJ so-and-so? Didn't you DJ this and this? Oh, dude, like I listened to your mix the other day. It was fire.
Yep.
Like that is just, that's a feeling within itself. We always have a song that we all can relate to because of what the song says or what the song means to somebody. And it's crazy how music can bring people together.
For sure. So you're mainly doing clubs, rooftops, stuff like that. What would you say is kind of like the culture right now? Like, sometimes I go to places and I notice a lot of the younger kids are just on their phone, right? Like, I remember like growing up, you went to the club, like people were dancing like nonstop. I don't know. What do you think about like, what's the culture like in clubs currently?
So from the clubs that I've been to, man, the current club that I DJ at Las Locas, everyone's dancing, man. Don't get me wrong. Everyone like every single Saturday, sections are sold out.
Yeah.
And either if that's to make a statement or to flash money around, either way, people are still getting paid. People are still going out there for a reason. And the dance floor is always packed. No matter what DJ it is, it's packed.
Okay.
People are dancing to reggaeton, to salsa, cumbia, bachata, merengue. Right now, believe it or not, but low-key, I'm trying to incorporate a little bit of that Brazilian.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that stuff is funny with me, and I like to take risks inside the club to make anyone dance. Now, don't get me wrong, like at the beginning of the club, it's a little bit awkward because no one really likes to dance. Everyone's sober,
right?
All that stuff. But I mean, I'm the type of DJ that will play whatever just to get you out there dancing.
Yeah. And I think in Oklahoma, sometimes a lot of people are hesitant to experiment with genres, but I'm the same way. Like, sometimes I just drop something out of the blue and see, like, I'm going to drop like the Bee Gees or something, like a 70s track, or I'm going to see if they'll dance to this MJ song, even though the crowd might not. And then, like, you'll be surprised. Sometimes they'll be out there and everybody will start dancing all of a sudden.
Yeah, man. And especially with like them line songs. Another place that DJ is Shots on Rocks, and I had one of the bar backs. He came up to me because I played the song K-Wang. K-Wang with it.
Yeah.
K-Wang with it. And he's like, dude, I have not heard that song played in so long. And he's like, and it's crazy to think that you're the DJ that played it. So it's just songs like that in different type of environments is and then the reaction is what I like to see.
What's been your approach to get these club gigs? Do you approach them, or now you built that brand, that name that they're approaching you, or how's it working out?
So back to saying, my boy Joseph. If it wasn't for Joseph, I would have not had the foot in the door. Mm-hmm. But also, like, with confidence, he always tells me, be confident. Go up to them and introduce yourself. But also, you're not gonna just wish upon a star and want to play at these places. No, you have to do the footwork. You have to go in the club. You have to stay from the opening DJ to the closing DJ. You have to shake hands and kiss babies. You gotta make them know that you're there.
So you go there. Let's say you're like, hey, I want to DJ at this spot. You'll start going there, meeting friends, checking out the vibes. Like you'll kind of like scope it out.
100%.
Yeah.
100%, because you'd be surprised how many people don't do that. They don't do that. They just rely on connections and networking, which is 100% fine.
Yeah.
I'm not knocking it, but it's one of the things that these old head DJs taught me is that, like, you want to make connections, you want to make those friendships. You know what I mean? Yes, at the end of the day, do they know that you want to DJ there? Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
but it's kind of like an ROI. If you're not willing to invest into something that you're wanting, you're not going to get a good outcome out of it. So when I wanted to DJ at Locas first, I would go to Locas every weekend. Boom. I'm out of a drink. I don't really like drinking. I'll take 1 or 2 shots and I'm done. But I would go out there. I would shake hands. I would meet the promoters.
Would you talk to the DJ?
I would try to talk to the DJ, yes. But at the same time, like, I was intimidated.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because, like, here is this level of stature of a person that is controlling a room every single weekend. They know his name, not only on the flyer, they know his name for people, like, people saying it, oh, I'm not going to the club unless so-and-so is there.
Right.
Like, you know how much level of clout you need to have in order to make people not go to a place?
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
So I guess you could say I wanted that. You know what I mean?
And you didn't feel like the DJ was kind of like, hey, you're stepping on my shoes right now. Like, I've got this place on lock, and here you go. You're basically, I don't know, do they feel like you're trying to take their job,
So, no. The DJ that was DJing there before, no, man. I've nothing much but respect to him. Shout out DJ Ray Handed. He's one of the Oklahoma City legends. You know what I mean?
Shout out to him.
He's an old head, but he's an old head with knowledge.
Okay, introduce yourself.
Yeah.
And then you're like, hey, I would love to get a guest spot, or like,
no. So, I would offer. So, I would offer to take him and one of his really good boys. His name's Jeffrey. Shout out Jeffrey. To go eat, and that's one of the things that I do to this day. And I learned that from Joseph, because you'd be surprised, like I said, how many people don't do it. You got to treat it like a job. You got to treat it like an internship.
Right.
Like, right now, with one of the classes that I got done is international marketing. In Japan, they don't work with people that they like doing business with. They like working with people that they can treat like family.
Okay.
So after, like, they go do like a business meeting, they go do the karaoke. You know what I mean? Because they want to have people that they can trust and work as family with.
I think there's definitely something to that, because you can tell a lot about a person the way that they treat the waiters too, right? So if you go eat and then they're like a jerk with the waiter or whatever, you're like, maybe I don't want to work with this guy, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So one of the things that we would do, and I learned from him, is every time he hired a DJ from Dallas to come out here, no matter what venue it was, we would go out to eat. And not only did we pay for the tab, but we just showed general hospitality.
After the club?
After the club.
Yeah, so it's like 2-3 in the morning.
Yeah, we would go to a taqueria spot right here down the block on 26th or 23rd called Taqueria Mi Pueblito.
Okay.
We would go there, and he would cover the tab, or I would cover the tab. And it's just to gain knowledge from all these people that were in our shoes before us.
Got it. Okay.
So,
and you're still a Serato guy? Or?
Yeah, I'm still a Serato guy. I try to learn record box, but it's like learning, I don't know, trigonometry or something.
Yeah.
I just can't.
You get comfortable with the software, but I think, I don't know, like maybe this is something we should talk about, right? Like, there's a club standard. A lot of people expect Pioneer gear, CDJs, Serato, and now it's like record box, but I don't know. What do you feel like that? Like if you're a virtual DJ, when you started, should you learn the industry standards? Should you buy CDJs or at least a controller? What do you think about that?
I feel like, just as with music, if you don't adapt, you will be left behind.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So when like this whole Serato record box and like now that AI is being incorporated, and now especially that streaming is now incorporated in Serato, the new update.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we'll need laptops or Serato in the future. I think it'll just be right there in the built-in Alpha Theta record box.
Like Laid Back Luke with his phone. I think he's like, I can like update my playlist. I can check out tracks. I'm in bed. I'm in a taxi. I'm in a car, whatever. He's like, this is incredible.
Yeah.
And I just show up with my phone and plug it in. But I don't know if you experiment with DJ Pro with algorithm, that software. So it's like, it's kind of like the software that runs on iPad, on your phone, on desktop, right? Like it has like, I think to me that software is probably the most innovative right now. They did stems like really good way before everybody else. They have like AI built in. It works on iOS, on Android, everything. Serato there for a while was becoming a dinosaur. Like they didn't have stems, they didn't have anything.
I think stems just got implemented like a year ago.
Yeah. And DJ Algorithm, they had it for quite some time. You know,
I mean, they like I said, it's just one of the things, man. You just gotta get up with the times, you know.
Yeah. But what do you think about that, right? Like if you're like, hey, I want to learn this new software, but maybe if I show up to the club, they're gonna see that I'm using this software. Are they gonna think that I'm not professional enough? Because oftentimes it's about optics, right? Like they want to be like, okay, I'm using Serato. I don't want to use this software because what are they going to say, right?
I don't think that it should really matter. I mean, you're there to do a job. You know what I mean? You're there to get the crowd going, and it doesn't matter. I mean, it ties back into, you know what I mean, me using my Fisher Price board or me using a $2,000 board.
Right.
You know, as long as you get the people moving, as long as you get the people buying drinks, feeling good about themselves. I mean, social media is the new wave right now.
Yeah.
You get them posting about the club, posting about whatever they're spending on. That's all that should matter. Putting money in other people's pockets.
How do you stay current with the music? Are you on social media, TikTok? Are you researching to see what people are listening?
Yeah, man. So on my days off, when I come back from school, I'm on SoundCloud, I'm on BPM Supreme, I'm on Beat Source.
Okay.
I'm on everything. I'm literally everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then before Patreon kind of died, I was subscribed to a lot of DJs Patreons.
Okay. The general public may not be in tune with what's on SoundCloud, right? Maybe they just go off based off what's TikTok, right? I don't know. What do you think about, like, if you're going to like try to appeal to the mass market, like, is it better to be like, you know, IG Reels, TikTok, like to see what the wave is, or what do you think about that?
Well, obviously, like right now, TikTok music, like the songs that blow up on TikTok are most relevant. So the perfect example is Maui Wowie by Kid Cudi. That song was old, but it all started with the trend of someone hanging on a street light, and it got brought back.
All of a sudden,
it got brought back up, and whatever is on current day social media music is what's going to be relevant. At least that's what people are going to pop up. Now, I mean, you can't forget about the bangers. Like 2000 to 2010 rap was DJ perfect.
Right.
They don't make that music no more.
Yeah. And the BPMs, like all the new music is super slow. Like if you're trying to get people to dance in the club, like some of their new music, it's cool to listen to in the car or whatever, but to dance, some of it's really slow.
Yeah. It's just like, it's kind of just like chill back music, you know?
Yeah.
So then, like, that's why I was watching a podcast, Club Killers podcast, and they're saying now that everything is streamable on Serato, and then also, I believe, Rekordbox. These record companies are going to pick up into the algorithm, and they're going to see, oh, this song was played this and this so many times.
Yeah.
So my question to you onto the relevant music is, do you think these record labels and these record companies are going to push the artists to start making more DJ friendly music to be played in the clubs.
No, I think the opposite. They're going to try to train the AI models to be like, okay, they played this song and then they played this song. They're going to see how can we mix these songs together in our software. I think that's where they're going to go. I don't know if you've seen like Apple Music, Spotify, they all have these AI DJs now.
Yeah.
Right. So I think that if they are tapping into like what the DJs are streaming, they're training those AI models with that data.
Well, they already have something like that. Are you familiar with like Crate Hackers?
No, what's
you don't know for Crate Hackers? Okay, so like I was watching the podcast Club Killers. There was this guy that grew up. I want to say like somewhere in like Montana, small town, and Oklahoma City's not that big,
right?
But there's also music that people haven't heard of. So you and I both know how much of an edit or mashup or remix could make or break you. So this guy was playing these Club Killer edits and mashups, and it boosted him so much because they're like, oh my gosh, this guy is playing these songs
like
that
I've never heard this version, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So this guy got an opportunity to DJ at Las Vegas. Well, he never DJed on a record box before. It was just a USB drive, and he didn't format anything. He played this USB drive in there, and he was doom scrolling. He didn't know what to play next. He would because there was nothing. There's no format there.
Yeah.
So he ended up getting kicked out of the venue because it was like Las Vegas pool party. Everyone was hungover. They kicked him out and they replaced him with an R&B DJ.
Yeah.
Well, he created a thing called Crate Hackers, which basically whatever song you're playing, it brings up the song that you could play next.
Oh, like a suggestion. I have seen some of that. Yeah.
So
which I think it's okay, but to me, I still love reading the crowd.
No, 100%. That's like it's like learning how to learning how to ride a bike. You're gonna learn how to ride a bike, and then drive a motorcycle, and then just forget how to ride a bike. You still got to be in tune with your senses like that.
A lot of DJs like they just go with like a YouTube rip of like a mix, or like something that's already, and they just kind of fake the funk, right? Like they're like, I'm mixing, but they're not really mixing.
Like how long can you fake it?
Right. And to me, it's like, how boring is that? Like, why do you want to go DJ if you're just going to be there pretending to DJ? Like, what's the fun in that?
You want those crowd reactions when you're mixing two different songs, or when you have a song on a loop and you're cutting the loop in and out, and then transitioning to the next song. Like that is what makes a DJ.
Yeah. So what do you think about AI and the DJ industry? Do you think that it's going to replace DJs? Do you think it's going to help DJs? Because we already see it in tech. There's a lot of layoffs happening because of AI. I mean, it's getting better and better.
Man, to be honest with you, I don't know. Yeah. I really don't know. I haven't been DJing for that long, so I don't know if it's either gonna help or it's gonna hurt.
Yeah. I've seen it in the private industry where if the couples don't have a budget, they're just like, well, we'll just put a Spotify playlist, and it's like it's not the same thing. It's insane. Like they don't realize until the day of the wedding that a Spotify playlist doesn't have soul, right? And it's not going to know, play this song, and then it's going to go well with this other song. So the vibe is totally off.
Because the whole, I'm more of an Apple Music guy, but that whole like Apple Music DJ and the Spotify DJ, I've seen it. Like I've heard it transition songs. It'll like speed it up or like slow it down.
Scratch, right?
Yeah, and it won't like tempo lock it or key lock it. It won't.
But it's going to get better. And if right now all these DJs are using the APIs to like bring in that music and stream it, guess what's happening? Those models are getting trained and they're going to get better and better and be like, okay, at this chorus, they brought in this other song and they let it go for 4 bars. And then all of a sudden, that's what they're doing. And I think they're going to train the models.
Like just replace us. It's gonna be a bunch of robots DJing at EDC.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I think it's inevitable, right? Like you want to stay in tune and you want to use those tools, right? Because it does come in handy, especially if you're doing a private event and they ask you for this random request. It is nice to have Apple Music, Spotify to be able to stream it. Right? Yeah. Like if I don't have it, I definitely can stream it.
I've definitely have been. If I don't have a song, I'll look it up. I'll for sure look it up on the streaming stuff.
Yeah,
I'll look it up, and then I don't know about you, but like, are you okay with taking requests?
Yeah. I think I'm good with it as long as the vibe is cool.
Correct.
Right? Because sometimes they'll be like, hey, play this rock grunge song or play this heavy metal or like this country song, and it's like it's gonna kill the vibe. So
100%.
and that's when I'm like, okay, let me see if I have it.
Yeah.
I don't know if you use that line or not, but when a DJ says, let me see if I have it, they're not gonna play it.
I'm like, yeah, I got you, yeah. Or like, I'll be like $5.
Yeah.
You know, unless I know you or like the song fits in, then I won't play it. I remember one time I was DJing and I was DJing hip hop and I got asked to play Gangnam Style.
Man.
And I just looked at them and I was like, no.
Yeah.
So
In private events, it's always like, hey, the mother of the bride is asking for this song. You got to play it. And there's a lot of pressure to play it, but sometimes it just doesn't go with like the crowd and like with the vibe that's going on. Right.
So what is your answer to that? I mean, like, how do you not like be like, no, I won't play it, or yeah, I will play it?
So if I absolutely have to play it like 1000%, I'll just make it a thing. I'll be like, all right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to change up the vibe by special request.
Ooh.
The mother.
So you point fingers.
Yeah.
You point the finger.
But
Like,
it's just not in a bad way, but just to let them know, hey, like, I know that this is going to be a little different than what we're doing right now. I know that you guys are having a fun time, but you know, she wants this 80s track or whatever.
that's low key kind of.
I don't know if it's good or bad, but at least they know, like, hey, it was the mother of the.
It wasn't me. I promise. It wasn't me.
It's probably bad that I put them on blast like that, but I don't know.
Oh man, I've done that one time. I'll stop the music and I'll be like, no, I'm not gonna play blah 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 blah, or how bad do you want the song?
Yeah,
and then I'll be like, what's the song? What do you want me to play? Boom, and like. I would do that like in my earlier time DJing, but I won't do that now. I feel like it's kind of embarrassing.
Has a club manager ever approached you though and say, hey, this guy that's like bought out this section is buying bottles after bottles. He wants you to play 50 Cent or whatever. And it's like, there's pressure to play just because he's a big spender or whatever.
So actually 3 weeks ago, I want to say I was DJing Shots on Rocks and I had a guy come up to me. He was like, hey man, like I'll pay you $100.
Yeah.
If you play like Junior H, some like some of that like old, not old school, but like slow corrido, like Peso Pluma, stuff like that. And I straight up looked at him, I was like, man, I can't play that. You know,
what was the vibe? Were you playing like hip hop? Like what were you?
Yeah, so like when I DJ at the lounge, I stick to a lot of like R&B, a lot of old hip hop, new hip hop, pop. I'm all over the place.
And he's like, corridos.
Yeah, he's like, put some corridos, bro. And I was like, I'll fit it in. I'll try to fit it in for you, bro. And I did. So then he comes up to me again, and he's like, hey man, like I'll give you another $100 if you could play some reggaeton for me. And I was like, say less.
So there wasn't any pressure from like a club manager saying, hey.
No, man, my boss, my boss, Izzy, shout out Izzy, he's really laid back.
Okay.
You know, he's really cool, really laid back. He's like, as long as you get the people enjoying themselves and having a good time, that's all that matters, you know?
Yeah.
But like I said, you know, we're prone to get stuck in a genre sometimes.
For sure.
So he'll come up to me sometimes and he'll be like, hey, bro, like, you know, mix it up, you know, white girl it up a little bit, a little white girl anthem.
Okay.
You know, and I'll throw on like, who Paramore. I'll throw on some Paramore.
Okay.
You know, and then the girls will go crazy.
For sure.
They'll go crazy.
What are some of those standout opportunities where you like, hey, I took this thing and I ran with it and I made something happen? What is
so that was I started a scholarship when I'm still in college, but when I first started DJing, college was never in the picture for me, man.
Okay.
All my friends were talking about college and senior year of high school. Oh, I'm going to OU. I'm going to OSU. I'm going to SWASU. I'm going to UCO. I'm going across the seas, you know?
Right.
And I was ready to clock into that blue collar job.
And you were saying it wasn't for you because of grades, because of finance? Like
both, man. Both. You know, you always hear that story. It's like, if I could go back in time in high school and do it all over again, I would. I would. I definitely took for granted everything that was either that I learned, the teachers that put in the effort with me, and I'll say I was one of those kids that like was a smart kid, but just didn't want to put the no me quiere poner las pilas,
Right.
you know?
Right.
And my dad always would clown on me. My dad would be like, "Te gusta aprender a la mala," you know?
Yeah.
And I did, man. I did. I graduated high school and instantly, boom, started working. I worked at a pizza place in the afternoon. And in the morning, I worked at Academy doing, was it shipping trailer?
Okay.
Whatever, like when the new product would come in, got to open it up and put it on the shelves. And dude, I hated my life. I hated it. I hated it. And I hated it. I hated it. And we got 2 free years of, not free, but you automatically got accepted to NOC after high school. So not saying that like the people that like went and, you know, I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
Right.
But I mean, like, I didn't want to go to community college straight out of high school. I wanted to go to university because that was the picture that was painted,
Yeah.
you know, through movies, through just pop culture in general. So my mom was like, pues, if you don't want to go to college, then pick up like a trait. So we also had Autry there. I wanted to be a doctor.
Okay.
Because I thought, you know, Doctor de la Rosa would kind of sound
Sounds
cool.
good.
It's like a novela, right? Like a soap opera. So I took some CNA classes. They were cool, but then I enrolled into the university and the community college. Did my 2 years there, or did a year and a half, and then the second semester I enrolled at OSU. And then when I started DJing, I started saving my money. I had to pay for college on my own.
Okay.
You know, so I started working a lot, boom, 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 boom. And then I started getting booked more. And I was like, how can I provide back to the community that has been supporting me since I started DJing?
I see.
So I started a scholarship. It's just, you know, the Chamoy scholarship, whatever.
It's called the Chamoy.
Yeah, nothing too fancy, bro. Nothing too fancy. And I was a part of the Hispanic Student Association at OSU. And through the guidance of them and the advisors and the people in the community, mi gente, mi raza, I decided to give back.
It's awesome.
And it started off small. I think it was like a $200 one, $251, or a $500 one at first. And then I split it off into 2 $500 ones the second year coming. And the first year, it was a test run. I did it at OSU. It was at first I just targeted like Hispanic minorities within the Hispanic Student Association. And then the second year I was like, you know what, like we could do better. Yeah. So I did it at OSU and OU. Okay. So then I partnered up with HASA at OU and I gave out a scholarship over there.
Cool.
Yeah. And I never felt better. And not saying that I wanted to feel some type of way, but I wanted to give someone else an opportunity that I didn't have and that I had to create.
Right. And what was the application process for that? Like, how did people
It was just simple, man. It was just like, you know, you had to have a good GPA. You had to be a part of HASA or HSA. And there was just three fill-in like essay questions.
Okay.
You know, and then me and my advisor from OSU, Ray, the one that got me into DJing, we would look over it and, you know, I didn't pick the winners. I let him pick it because I think I would be biased if I picked them.
I see. So you were targeting kids that were already in the university?
In the university, yeah.
Not high school kids.
Yeah, no, not yet. I do plan on doing that in the future. You know,
that's cool. So you think you're gonna just continue to evolve that?
Yeah. So I actually have a bank account open separate. So every time I DJ, I put like $100 in there.
That's cool.
You know what I mean? And I let it just build compound interest.
Yeah.
So at the end of the year, whatever it is, I divvy it up and spread it.
That's cool. Do you talk about it like on social media? Stuff?
No, I used to be a heavy advocate on it, man. But I kind of just let the work do it for you. I kind of just let it marinate. You know what I mean? And then by the end of the year, or maybe like next semester, I'll probably bring it back up. You know what I mean? It's just like, no, I don't want to talk about something that I don't have a lot of currently, and I'm trying to build up to it. Those first 2 years that I did it, I just wanted to do it so I can stand out and be different.
Mm-hmm. That's really cool that you're giving back because, like you said, you had to work. You thought it wasn't possible.
My mom used to say, no, el cerebro no nomás es pozole, or like, tu cerebro no es pozole.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like ponte las pilas, do something, be hard work, and you can only imagine yourself somewhere where you yourself can be.
Yeah, that's cool. With the DJ stuff, have you been able to travel? Have you been?
Yeah, man. So, some of the Dallas DJs gave me my first opportunity to DJ in Dallas. DJ Chino gave me a place to DJ at Scarlet and Deep Ellum. DJ Ora, DJ Vino gave me an opportunity to DJ at Café Salsera, which is another Latin club over there.
Nice.
I did a couple weeks ago. I was in Colorado. I was in Boulder and I was in Denver, and then in July I was in California. I didn't get to DJ in California, but I did go with a really good friend of mine, and it was amazing. You know, went back home.
So tell me about your relationship with social media, because I think a lot of these clubs, they're going to look at the numbers, the followers, the number of likes, right? But a lot of people, they don't enjoy social media. They're like, I don't really want to put myself out there, but unfortunately, it kind of comes with the territory. So do you enjoy social media? Do you focus on it? Do you make it a point? Like, tell me about that.
Yeah. So, and what I'm going to say is going to sound a little hypocritical because I was in a rut. I was pumping out social media every single day, at least try to make a video and then edit it a day later or edit it then and there. And I would try to gain, trying to get that algorithm going, try to get my followers up, my views, my profile visits, all that stuff, because at the end of the day, creating an engagement with your crowd's going to create an engagement back.
Right.
So I stopped I lost the drive for it. But then I realized one of the owners from Club Killers actually hopped on one of their podcasts and was saying, like, people want to get subscribed to Club Killers, it's an enrollment. Well, he goes through hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of Instagram pages every single day from DJs that want to be subscribed to Club Killers. And one of the things that kill DJs' social media pages is just posting a flyer. What is that going to get you?
Right.
It's not going to get you anything.
And they think that that's good enough to like make people want to come out. Like, I put the flyer out there.
Yeah, I put the flyer. Yeah. But no, man, like, people want to know what you do at the club, Right. So one of the things that I like doing and I invested into it is like getting an Insta360 5, getting a DJI Pocket 3.
Yeah.
I carry those things with me all the time.
That's awesome.
All the time. And it can go from a cool transition to a crowd reaction to someone asking me for a funny request. Man, you'll catch all those things on my Instagram. And I haven't had a club reach out to me. Yeah. But I would love to.
You want to know, especially in the private world, brides will look you up and be like, hey, what kind of vibes? Like, this DJ are they going to be able to provide the atmosphere that I'm looking for, right? So I don't know if does it work like that in the clubs or what?
Yeah, it 100% does, man. I mean, at the end of the day, the clubs always look at numbers, what foot traffic it is, how much people you could bring in, how much people you could make spend, you know what I mean? And yeah, that's good for the club itself, but I mean, for then like self-motivation, for me, it's just crowd and engagement.
I kind of just in our short conversation here, I kind of get the vibe that you also like comedy, you like to joke around, you like to. Do you put that side of it? Like, do you put your personality out there, like where people can see the other side of you?
Yeah,
all just DJ stuff.
No. It's I did a day in a life as a college student. I did like what do I do? Recently, with one of my sets that I closed out at Las Locas, I ended the night with norteñas.
Oh yeah,
which like you wouldn't really hear at like at a reggaeton Latin club. But like I said, I like to throw grenades out there. I like to take the risk because, like, at the end of the day, like, I want to be remembered. Like, oh, that's Chamoy. You know what I mean? I'm just not any other DJ.
Right.
So, everyone started dancing on la discoteca. Everyone started dancing on the floor, and this guy next to me, I don't know if you've seen the videos or not, but like the solteros or the guy that wants to dance with the girl, he'll pick up a chair or like anything random and start dancing with him.
Yeah.
Well, the guy next to me just started dancing by himself I grabbed my Insta360 and I started dancing with it.
Nice.
Boom, boom, boom. So you see like this aerial view, and then I passed it to him so he could dance with the imaginary girl, whatever, with it too. And those are the moments that, you know, we kind of forget about why we're there, you know, to create experiences for other people.
Yeah, I definitely want to do more of that. I think I struggle with like what I want to post on social media. Like, do I talk about podcasting? Do I talk about DJing? I like tech. I like finance, right? Like I geek out about like IPOs, about startups, about stocks. Do I talk about that? Or people are going to be like, dude, we don't know. Like what kind of,
I just feel like,
I don't know, right?
Just take the risk, man. Just take the risk. You know what I mean? Take the risk. Nowadays, social media is our new thesaurus or our new encyclopedia. You know, we find out, we hop on social media to find synonyms and definition of different things.
Yeah.
I mean, you'll catch me on TikTok, like looking up, if I don't want to watch a full YouTube video, I'll hop on TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? How do I blah, blah, blah? And it's there.
Right.
You know? So, that's where I would start.
Yeah. And I think now the algorithms are so good that they'll throw somebody out there that you're not even following because they know, like, okay, you're into this kind of stuff. Check out this video, see if you like it.
Dude, I want to say a month ago, because that's when I made the video. A month ago, I made a video of a song that blew up on TikTok. It was like the song. It's like alabare, alabare.
Oh yeah, like
so
the church song.
Yeah, so there was a church song. So that church song blew up because some guy made a remix of it. And then you have like those tias de abuelitas that are like, esa música es el diablo, boom, boom.
Right.
And there's a girl and it's like something hoy es Santa or whatever. And then you'll have the song by Bad Bunny play.
Okay.
And then I made a funny video to that song, and that TikTok that I made blew up.
Nice.
It had like, I think it has like 62,000 likes or something like that. Like over like a lot of comments. I had people like, oh, come DJ my bautismo and blah, 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 this place. You know, obviously they were joking, but
you never know. Like,
exactly.
Maybe they know, like, you know, this person that works at a record label or this person that works for the NBA.
Yeah.
And because you did that video, it's like, hey, this guy's kind of cool. Why don't you like book him for this party, right?
You know, yeah. And it's just the networking, the networking and being engaged and with your community and then to piggyback off that, you did an interview with Miss Paulina Panduro.
Yeah.
And I actually, shout out Paulina, because I actually have heard a thing on this, and this is the time.
She just got her ring too.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, she was like so jealous. I was like, she got a ring.
No, you better keep that. Don't pawn it.
Yeah, no, definitely.
The show Pawn Stars, you people pawning in the rings.
Best I could do is $50.
No, for real. But if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have got the opportunity to DJ for the Como Si Thunder either.
Yeah.
I did it for the Hispanic Heritage Night.
Okay.
And last year in March. Cool. And she put in a good word for me.
Because she like followed you on social media? Or
no, we met through mutual friends within my fraternity.
Okay.
And we just met like that. She's down to earth person. She actually came to Locas with her fiance last Saturday to come support me.
Nice.
And sweet, down to earth person, her and her fiance. Nothing but the most up respect for her.
Yeah, I think that's awesome. You just don't know like where your content's gonna go. And I don't think like now followers even matter, because if you're producing the right content, those followers are going to follow you. They're going to find your content.
Well, what if I say that sometimes who you follow does matter?
You think so?
So let me ask you this. You know, you random Instagram account, 1.2 million followers, but you see like, I don't know, Dioro, Marshmallow, James Hype, follow this person. Aren't you gonna start thinking like, who is this guy?
Like who is? Yeah,
who is this guy?
I would be curious, I guess,
for them to follow him. You know, and that's why when I try to network with other DJs, like, I don't care how bad our conversation went.
Yeah,
social media is such a key in today's society that as long as I know that you got to follow from me and I got to follow from you, and you're verified and you have a lot of followers. When other people, other clubs, other businesses look at my Instagram and they're like, he's followed by XYZ.
That's true.
Who is that?
Yeah.
Let me look into him.
it kind of like validates who you are, right?
Yeah, it's kind of like your own resume. It's a social media resume.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just thinking about it the other way where like sometimes, I don't know if this happens to you. Sometimes I'll get recommended, especially on YouTube and TikTok, I'll get recommended this random account I don't follow, but it's like, okay, they're doing funny content or they're talking about music.
Based off the cookies and algorithm.
Right. And it's like, okay, yeah, maybe I would watch their stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. But to your point, it does matter of like if brands respect you, other people in the industry respect you, they follow you. It is kind of like a resume.
Yeah. And my one of my friends likes to joke around with me, saying how like you say you're a jack of all trades. I like to consider myself a jack of all trades too. It's like your resume is like a receipt paper, like a CVS receipt paper. It's just long,
for sure. Yeah. So outside of DJing, if we pull up your playlist, who's going to be on that playlist?
Dude, I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this, but
it's a safe space. I'm not gonna.
I love house music. I love any type of house music, tech house, electro house, bass house.
Yeah.
I love house music. And then anything Kanye West related, I love Kanye West. Obviously a lot of his old stuff, not so much of his new stuff. There's a new EDM artist called Rosa. They're out of Mexico City.
Okay.
They just did a song with Peso Pluma and Dioro. Actually, is a really big fan of them. They're on the come up. You'll find them on my playlist. A lot of alternative rock, a lot of old Spanish rock, all that stuff, man.
Yeah.
I hate country though. No country.
I don't know how you've been able to avoid that in Oklahoma, but I think, I don't know, do you get burnt out? Because I think sometimes people's favorite artists, being a DJ, you play those songs so much.
Bad Bunny.
Right? That
Bad Bunny.
I didn't want to say that specifically, but sometimes like after a gig, like I'll just ride in silence.
Dude, yeah. So I experienced that for the first time.
Yeah.
I was giving we booked the DJ in Las Locas. His name is Danny West. We booked him, and I had the opportunity to take him to his hotel, and I started playing music, and he slapped my car radio. I was driving a Honda at the time.
Yeah.
And he slapped the power button off. He's like, I don't want to listen to nothing.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa, what are you doing? He's like, you'll understand when you get to my age.
Yeah. After you've done it for so long, after a show, you're just like, I just want silence.
And then like they'll just listen to podcasts, which is, I mean, I like podcasts. I love podcasts, but it's just insane to me because sometimes I'm still early off within my DJ career that I still listen to music when I'm done DJing.
Okay.
But it's not reggaeton.
Mm.
It's like R&B. It's like 80s music. Right now I've been listening to like a lot of like Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Okay.
Or like Yellow by Coldplay.
Mm.
That song is amazing to me.
You're listening to music, but it's like a different vibe.
Yeah, different genres.
So it's not like you're going from like Bad Bunny to like you're like EDM house party in the car.
No.
Yeah.
Or if it is house, it's like, chill house.
Yeah.
Some what's the song? Some like Tame Impala.
Okay.
I'll be bumping some Tame Impala.
Yeah. Do you wish that man, I wish I could DJ that kind of stuff. Like I wish I could play like, Tame Impala, the Black Keys, like Mumford and Sons. Like I never get to play that stuff. There's nowhere to play.
Yeah. I do play it, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do play it at Chateau Rocks on the lounge. That's why I DJ there for 6 hours. So I DJ from 8 to 1:45. So I create that space, that environment.
Okay.
So I go from, like I said, like R&B to house to reggaeton to rock to country to like dancing songs.
Yeah.
Dude, I play the Cupid Shuffle in there.
Nice.
I play the wobble. You know what I mean?
You're just kind of like, they just give you free reign.
Yeah, they give you free reign.
reign.
Yeah, as long as people are having fun and you're creating that environment.
Yeah.
And that place has a lot to do with it too. I mean, that place is a welcoming environment. I mean, Izzy flipped it. He turned it into a place where people want to go there, not only just to pregame, but to just stay there, talk, conversate, catch up with friends, do corporate meetings there. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I love having that environment to have free reign into what I play.
Yeah. That's amazing that they let you do that. That's really cool.
Dude, I was playing Candy by Soul Rain. Candy Rain. But bro, I was like, and people were going insane with it.
Yeah.
And I was just like,
yep. Yeah, I'm telling you, all that stuff is coming back, man.
dude, it is. And there's a
probably
saying,
TikTok.
it's saying it's like, history rewrites itself, not history repeats itself.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's the same thing with like pop culture and clothes. You know, like a lot of people start wearing like that baggy stuff. Them the Rock Revival jeans or the Rhino jeans.
Right.
Jenko's
gonna
the Jenko. Yeah. When I was in Colorado, when I was in Boulder, everyone's attire was different.
Yeah.
And I felt like a sore thumb sticking out.
Yeah.
Everyone dressed like they were going hiking, but no one was going hiking.
I feel that way, but in a different way when I go to New York. I feel like everybody's there is like ready for the runway.
Dude, yes. It's a fashion copper, bro. Yeah.
And it's like everything's thrifted, like looking cool. And I'm just like in a plain t-shirt and jeans, you know?
Pro Club shirt.
Yeah, it's so crazy. Like everybody's there like thrifting, and it's like they put this outfit together that looks amazing. I even follow like YouTube accounts where like they stop random people in New York and like, hey, tell me about what you're wearing. And it's always like amazing.
They're like, how much is your outfit? What you wearing right now?
And it's not even expensive. No. They go through it. They just have to to me, that's a skill to be able to go and like put this outfit together. I wish I had that skill.
Are you a visual learner?
Yeah.
So like sometimes like I imagine myself like dressing myself with like little fingers. Okay. Like, you know, like dropping a clothes on, like dropping a t-shirt on myself, like psh.
Yeah.
Like that's how sometimes I imagine music. So like I when I'm listening to music, I'm like, oh, what song can go with this?
Yeah.
And then like I start singing another song while that song's playing.
You're like, this can blend together. Yeah. So tell me about Chamoy, like where we're headed in the future. Like what's like the plan? Are we just gonna hit up different clubs? Are we gonna tour? What do you want to do with Chamoy as a brand?
Man, you know, everyone always asks me where I'm going. I say to the top, man, to the top, because you know the sky's the limit. I want to go. I want to experience everything. One of the things I get criticized so much is like, you always want to travel. You always want to do out of state, man. Like, you gotta wait. You gotta wait. I'm like, no, I don't want to wait. I want to do it now. You know, I want to experience all these other things. I want to see what the music is like in Houston and Austin and New York and Montana or Oregon, you know?
If you like house, like, dude, you could go overseas and like, I don't know. The house scene here, I don't think is as big, but if you go overseas.
You've been to Tulsa?
Yeah. I've been to Tulsa, but.
Let me tell you about St. Vitus.
Yeah? Tell me about it.
St. Vitus, my boy. No, it wasn't my boy. It was my friend Michelle. She put me on this little club called St. Vitus. You cannot pull out your flashlight.
Really?
The only lights you see are the strobe lights. And they perform on CDJs, and then it's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. They do like tech house on Friday. I know they do like electric house on Saturday, and then on Sunday they do disco house. Well, like you've seen the movie Blade, right? The first one where Blade goes into that nightclub full of vampires, and like the only light you see is from the music, like
right.
It's that techno type of stuff.
Yeah.
That's how it is. That's exactly how it is. So like if you're into house, if you're in Tulsa, go to St. Vitus.
Very cool.
Me and my buddies always have an amazing time there.
Yeah, that's amazing. So have you DJ'd house? Like you've gone to clubs and DJ house?
I got my first, my first actual festival experience on Halloween. Roger, his name's Roger. He threw an event with Marco here at Oklahoma Ranch, and he got a lot of EDM DJs together. Me and Gold Lincoln, another resident at Los Locas, DJ'd it, and dude, I mean, not to be cocky or anything, but I thought I had the best set there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just I mean,
call it like it is, right?
Yeah, call it how it is, man. I thought I had the best set there, but everyone there was amazing. It's like everyone had like their own little genre, you know, and it was cool. So that was my actual first time DJ house music, and I love it, man. I want to do house labs. I want to do Pony Boy more. I want to do Sunset Sessions in Dallas.
Yeah,
you know,
sure.
the really big EDM DJs here, at least that I look up to and listen to. You know, Jinzo and Rick Float. They do all those cool things over there, and I always want to go with them.
Yeah,
and that's what do I got to do to do it?
Yeah, very cool. So what do you think we need to do here to change that DJ culture so we're more like, supportive of one another? Like I feel like it needs to change, but I don't know if it's
no,
gonna change.
100%. It does need to change, man. I feel like saying yes to a lot more things, not being afraid of another person taking your job.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, things are going to evolve. What's old tomorrow might not be new today. So why not start paving the path for the newer generation?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, if you're good, you're not going anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So why be afraid?
Yeah. Agree with that.
Yeah. Start being more welcoming, and you'll go further in life.
Yeah. I definitely hope it happens, man, because I especially California, where there's like DJ crews and like everybody supports one another. That would be amazing to have here.
So we actually have a group chat. It's called Red River Connections. That Joseph and I started, or mostly him. I just happened to be in the group chat when he started it. Every single Dallas DJ that we've brought over, we're in that group chat.
Okay.
And we're always like cracking jokes left and right, or like we're like, hey, have you heard this mix?
Yeah.
We'll drop a pack in there for everyone to listen to.
Yeah.
Or they'll be like, hey, I'm at this residency, bro. Come open up for me. And those type of connections and those type of environments is where I want to be at.
Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed this whole entire podcast, man, like I value loyalty and respect so much. You know what I mean? I just want to be treated I just want to be treated like how I treat other people.
For sure.
And it's coming into an industry like this where it's so cutthroat. People are not afraid to undercut you, to step on your toes. It sucks, man. It sucks so much because you just want to be a nice person at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But some people will hold on to those vendettas. It's just what it is.
Yeah. Before we sign off, I want to ask you, like, behind the scenes, what's something that's not glamorous, that's not cool about being a DJ? Because everybody thinks like, DJing is super cool. You get to party every day. It's the coolest job in the world, which it is. You get to, be in front of crowds and rock the party or whatever. But like, what's something that's like, you didn't like maybe expect, or something that you're like, hey, I don't enjoy it, but it comes with the territory?
Putting in the work that you have to put into it, like listening to a bunch of music, going out there and doing the footwork, shaking hands and kissing babies,
fixing your library,
being your promoter when you don't have to be a promoter, making your flyers when you don't have to make flyers, all that stuff, man. Like you yourself are a DJ, a flyer, a promoter, canvas expert, Photoshop expert, video editor. Like you're all those things, man. And I'm not saying I hate it, but I do not like it sometimes.
Yeah. I want to thank you for your time.
Yeah,
I really enjoyed the conversation. Where can people find you? What's the best place for people to follow? You can follow me on Instagram at We Love Chamoy. That's WELUVCHAMOY. You can catch me on Instagram, post to see where I'm at all the time, all that good stuff. That's about it, man. Sounds like TikTok too, maybe?
TikTok, at chamoy.wave. My SoundCloud, chamoy.wave. My Mixcloud, where I drop mixes on, chamoy.wave. Okay. And yeah, man. And Las Locas too. Las Locas and Shots on Rocks. You can find me there. Very cool. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the super talented Jesse De La Rosa, DJ Chamoy, on the Maverick Podcast. In dreams, we trust.